Hello, friend. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining Clarity to Cash, the 5C framework. Welcome. This is going to be one power-packed training today. I'm going to be sharing with you the crucial framework to making more money as a female entrepreneur. But before we begin, let's make sure you are in the right place. I don't want you to waste any of your valuable time watching me talking about something that does not apply to you. So, who is this for? First of all, it's for you if you are a new-ish entrepreneur who would like to make more money without having all the hustle in your life. You want to make more money and make more of an impact, but you don't want to hustle your life away. Or maybe you've been in business for a little while, but nothing seems to be working. You feel stuck and you're ready to take your business to the next level without burnout. Or maybe you're in for all of the benefits of entrepreneurship, the freedom, the financial benefits, and also the fun, but you don't want to kill yourself, right? So here's the thing. If this is you, you are in the right place and you are my person. So welcome. Now, on the other hand, if you're making tons of cash and only working a couple days a week, this might not be the training for you. So today, what I'm going to be talking about is how you can make that money in your business without having to work like crazy and to hustle, because we're not in for the hustle. We didn't get into entrepreneurship, or we're not thinking about starting a business because we want to kill ourselves and burn out and be frustrated and all of those things. So this is really for you if you are ready to make the cash without burning out. So who am I and how do I know about this? Well, first of all, I'm a former therapist. I have my master's degree in clinical social work. So I did psychotherapy for many, many years before I discovered my true passion, which is life coaching. And I am a certified integrative life coach. And currently I am helping female entrepreneurs to become more clear and confident in their businesses so that they can make more cash and impact, because we also want to make an impact. So a little bit about my story. I have, as you can hear, a bit of the education necessary to help people, right? And I really wanted to help people and I was really good at that. But I also wanted the freedom of having my own business. And I was honest to God, I was envious of all the women who were doing the things that they loved and they had their own business. I'd always worked for someone else and had clients sort of filtered into me, or I worked in some sort of environment where the clients were not my responsibility to bring them in, right? So anyway, I really wanted my own business, but I didn't know a whole heck of a lot about running a business. And I really wanted to do this, but unfortunately, I tried a whole bunch of things and nothing worked. I really didn't know what to do in the beginning because nothing felt true to who I was. I was someone who really wanted to help people, not just make money, but to do something I loved and make an impact and help people and also make money. I wanted it to feel truly aligned with the person that I was as a helper. So here's the thing. I knew starting my own business would be really hard, and I had no idea that it would be as hard as it actually was. So if anyone tells you business is easy peasy and it doesn't take any kind of, you know, work at all as far as the business side of it, they're not telling you the truth. But I want you to know that I spent a lot of money on certification and on my master's degree. And then I spent a ton of money on different programs to help me start my business. The problem was is none of them were aligned with who I was. And even though I spent all this money, it wasn't really helping me with the things that I really needed help with. The foundation of the business needed to happen first, and that's what I was missing. So I struggled for a long time, and nothing made a difference until one day I was actually listening to a podcast, and I'm pretty obsessed with podcasts myself. And I had one of those light bulb moments. Have you ever had one of those? That moment where this sort of aha happens in your mind, and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I finally get it now. Well, here's what happened for me. This light bulb moment helped me to understand that selling and making an impact did not really have to be that hard. And it really was truly about connecting with your dream client and that dream audience in a really authentic and client-centered way. And this was something I could stand behind. So fast forward a few weeks, and I started to realize that sales really wasn't a scary thing like I thought it was. And it actually was all about psychology, which is what I understood already. And I realized that I was actually overcomplicating things in my business. I was telling myself stories that weren't true. I was listening to my inner critic and some of my limiting beliefs. And really what I figured out is I was overcomplicating everything, and that business and sales didn't have to be gross or inauthentic, but it could actually be really easy. So this, in fact, is what led to my my 5 parts. It started out as 4 parts, and then I added one. Foundational signature system. This is my 5C system that I'm going to be teaching you about today, which is going to change the trajectory of your business and make you more money. So I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I've discovered that success in business comes down to a very, very simple equation. And I'm horrible at math, and even I can figure this one out. So here it is: clarity plus confidence plus connections plus consistency equals cash. Now, this equation is super simple. And we really need it to be simple because our brains are anything but simple. In fact, we have over 60,000 thoughts a day, and our brains are very indecisive. We often overthink, we overanalyze, we go through every possible scenario in our head and usually settle on the worst case scenario. And then we end up worrying about that, which is the worst thing that could happen. And this leads to overwhelm and confusion, and it really stresses us out unnecessarily. So I want you to know that everyone wants to earn more cash in their business. Yes, we want to make an impact, but we have to make cash to have a business. And you are here today and listening to this. And so you are the action taker, and you're here and showing up for yourself and for your business. And you are already invested in your business, and you're ready for impact, to make more impact. So because you're here, and I'd love to reward action takers, I have a special little offer at the end coming your way. But first, let's talk about my 5C system. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to teach you all about the 5C framework. So here it is, the 5C framework. So it is called clarity to cash because clarity is where we begin and cash is where we end. So the 5C framework has us going from clarity to cash. Now, here is me before. I was unclear and unconfident. I was overwhelmed, unsure, doubtful, and super stressed out. And this is me now. Again, I'm a former therapist and life coach, and I help others create the clarity and confidence so that they can generate more cash. And here's the secret code, the 5C framework. And as you can see, I'm jumping up in the air with happiness because it really does not have to be that complicated. So here's the first C. And this is clarity, and this is the foundation. And maybe you haven't thought much about clarity, and that's totally okay. Because in business, we usually think about our website, our logo, our strategy on social media, our content, that sort of thing. And we tend to dive into all of that first. But here's the thing, we're doing it backwards. And if we're doing it backwards, it's not going to hold up over time. So as you guys can see, I have a picture of this beautiful wedding cake that has all these different layers. And I want you to know that without the foundation, this cake would not be able to stand up. So how do you know you're doing it backwards? And how do you know that you're not feeling clear? Or maybe you know you're not feeling clear, but how do you know that you're doing it backwards? If you've ever felt doubtful or confused in your business and you maybe don't know what to post on social media, you might be feeling, like unclear and confused, and you might even have some mindset blocks. Have you guys ever heard of imposter syndrome, comparisonitis, or analysis paralysis? Those all sound like horrible diseases, right? But actually there's nothing wrong with you. You're just human and a bit unclear. So we're going to talk about clarity because all of it becomes so much easier when you're clear. So here's the important piece of this first slide. Crystal clear clarity is crucial. This is the first and most important step to making more money in your business. The foundation has to happen. Just like this cake here, if we don't have the foundation, it's not going to work. So what is clarity? Clarity is the state of being clear and easy to understand. Do you always feel clear and easy to understand? And more importantly, do you always know where you're going and why you're going that way? Well, these are the things that you need to be clear on, because clarity can mean so many things, right? I understand that when we talk about clarity, that could mean a lot of different things. And it's a kind of a buzzword these days. So I want you to know that when I talk about clarity, I'm talking about your vision, which is where you're headed, your future self, right? And also your mission, which is what's most important to you in your life and in your business. That's kind of your big why. And then the third thing is your dream clients, your ICA. You guys have heard of ICA, which is your ideal client avatar. That is your dream client. And you need to know what their problems are and what they're experiencing in terms of the problem that they're having and what the transformation is that they really, really need. So that is also what you're providing them, is your solution to that problem. So those two things are crucial. The transformation that you help them achieve is what is going to have them throwing their credit card at you, right? Because if they know you can help them and give them that transformation, they are absolutely going to buy from you. The fifth piece of clarity that is most important is probably the one that holds us up the most, right? And that's our roadblocks. And I refer to those as our mindset blocks. And mindset is 90% of success in business. So we can't overlook this one. Knowing your mindset blocks and how to overcome them is a huge part of being clear. So having that clarity is the first step to success in business. And if we don't have clarity, this is what happens. We feel confused. We don't have a roadmap. Our cake collapses, right? We have so much doubt. We get distracted and we don't make sales. So we don't get any cash. So this is why clarity is so important, because with clarity, we make very clear decisions. Decisions are easy. We know what to do every day. We know what to post. We know what to say when we post. And when we do trainings, we know what to communicate. Our sales calls become so easy, and we get out of our comfort zone all the time because we have a bigger mission. When we are clear, that needle in your business begins to move full speed ahead. So this is clarity. And that's the hardest part of this 5C system. Okay. So that is the most important and foundational piece. And the next C is confidence. Now, here's the thing. Once you're clear, you're automatically going to start to feel extremely confident. You're going to rise to the top. Here's me rising to the top on that escalator. And you cannot help but feel confident when you're crystal clear. Your energy will go through the roof. You will become magnetizing. Your clients will start to lean in when you talk and when you post. These clients will be drawn to you. And this is what is so important in making the cash, because let's face it, people don't buy a product or a service. They buy the reason that you're selling it. They buy your energy. They buy your confidence. So this is so important. We need to feel confident. If we have doubt, our clients will smell it from a mile away. They will feel our lack of belief in what we're selling, and they will feel our desperation, and they're not going to buy from us. It's impossible to sell if we're not confident. But when you are confident, the clients will be drawn to you. So the first C and the second C lead to the third C. So these have to be in order, you guys. So this is so important. When we're clear and we're confident, the next C is connections. We will meet Foundress is a networking group. I should have taken that off, but that's a local networking group here in Phoenix, where I am from. And networking is a great way to make connections. Networking is so important, and being on social media and intentionally connecting with your dream clients and creating community is so important. You have to connect in your messaging. You have to let your clients feel that clarity and that confidence when you make those connections. And that is when they will want to be a part of it. So intentionally connecting and making powerful connections is so incredibly important. And that brings us to the fourth C, which is consistency. You need to show up daily. You need to increase that know, like, and trust factor with your connections by being consistent. You can't just show up here and there. Consistent action creates consistent results. You have to commit to this. You have to keep showing up. And yes, you have to repeat yourself over and over again. I promise no one's getting sick of listening to you. You need to say the same things, something like 20 plus times, in order for people to actually take action. They need to be exposed to the same thing that many times, because this is the society we live in. So here's what's important to notice, or to note, is that inconsistency will get you no results, not just inconsistent results. You need to be consistent in order to be successful. So these are the 5 C's. And does anyone know what the last C is? There it is, cash. So to review, if you can see how all the C's work together, you will see unlimited success. So let's just review. The first one is becoming crystal clear. So clarity is crucial, and we have to be clear in our vision, our mission, our dream clients, and what solution we help them achieve. And most importantly, we need to be clear on the mindset that will get in our way. We have to have the right mindset. And when we are clear, our clients will be clear. They will know we are the right person for them, and they will buy from us. Number 2, C is confidence. And this is what comes from the clarity. The confidence comes right after you're clear. The momentum and excitement is what will have us have our clients buying from us on repeat because they trust us. Number 3 is powerful connections. So we need to connect with our dream clients in a way that feels authentic and empowering for both us and them. And number 4 is consistency. Develop consistent habits so that you will have your clients coming in and wanting to buy on repeat. So these are the 4 C's that lead to the 5th C, which is cash. And again, it's not just about the cash, it's also about the impact that we want to make. And we have to have the cash to make that happen. So these are truly the 5 C's to killing it in business. And because you've stayed until the end today, I have an exclusive offer just for you. Just because you are here today and showing up for yourself and showing up for your business and taking action, I am going to give you a free 30-minute clarity session with me. Now, this isn't just any old session, okay? This is a session that will get you the clarity that you need to make the cash that you're wanting. It'll help you to get that clear roadmap of what to do in your business, because so many of us, we just, we sit down to work and we're like, unclear. We're not sure. We're confused. We don't know what to do next. We don't know what to focus on. So we're going to get super clear on that so that you can make the cash you deserve. So in order to get that free clarity call with me, all you have to do is go to bit.ly/JJFree30. So that is how you can get that free clarity call with me. It's 30 minutes. It's super empowering, super inspiring and inspirational so that you can get that roadmap that you've been looking for. So I would absolutely love to talk with you. And if you have any questions at all, just go ahead and set up that session with me. I would love to talk to you, hear more about you, hear more about your business and what's been getting in the way. So hopefully you loved this training today on the 5 C's to go from clarity to cash in your business. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my pleasure, and I hope that we will be able to talk on a clarity call soon.